Lightroom has a great feature when it comes to sharing photos. You can make them public and put them on a website, and people can only view them if they actually have the URL address. You can also have them synchronize to other mobile devices like a cell phone or an iPad, anything that's running the mobile version of Lightroom, which is included with your subscription. So let me go ahead and show you especially the public aspect, sharing the web address. So the first step, you want to make sure that synchronization is possible, that you have it activated. So that can be activated through your Preferences tab. And under Preferences, you want to choose the Lightroom Sync tab. The Lightroom Sync tab, what's most important is you must have a location identified. So you want to toggle this check mark and pick a folder for the images. What goes into the folder is really most important, especially if you're synchronizing from a cell phone to your computer. But you must have a folder here or the feature won't work. You can also test this by going to your cloud icon in the top right-hand corner, and it will help give you instructions. If it's not syncing or if it's not connected, it will tell you that as well. So you can connect through this way also. So once I have the synchronization activated, now I'm ready to go ahead and create a collection and then put my photos and make them active online. So I'm going to create a collection. I'm going to name this collection Animals, and I'm just going to throw a few different pictures of animals into it. So under the Create Collection tab, if I wanted, I could put it in a collection set. I'm not going to do that with this particular collection. And then my additional options, if I had pre-selected photos, I could have chosen include those selected photos, but I have not. And then the other two options set as Target Collection. Target Collection just makes it easier to put stuff into that collection. And then of course I want to choose Sync with Lightroom. So once I have my collection, I can scroll down and see my animal collection down here. And it has a plus symbol after it. That means it's a targeted collection. You can only have one targeted collection at a time. And what that means is when I click on an image that I want to put into animals, if I hit the letter B, it will go into that collection. And so you notice that the collection went up by one. So I can do that with my dog, a couple different dog pictures. I can also drag a picture to the collection as well. So I've got 4 pictures in my collection. That's enough for this demo. And I'm going to go ahead and select the collection. I'm still in the library module. And at the top right-hand corner of the library module, I see an option that says Make Public. So when I select that, it's going to synchronize my images up to the web, and it's going to generate a website address. So it'll take a few moments to do that. While it's working on that, notice the collections over here on the left-hand side. If I see this little sideways lightning bolt, that represents a collection that has synchronized. So I have a collection over here that's synchronized, and it's called Sale. So these are images that I had for sale at one point in time, and it was already made public. So we'll go back to our original collection in a moment, but here is the URL address. All I would need to do is click on this to open it in a browser, and then I can copy paste this link to send to anybody else. So let's go back to our animals, and it's completed. So again, I'm going to click on this. It opens a web browser, and here is my website with the different images. So especially imagine you've come home from a trip and you want to share images with other people. You don't want to put them on your permanent website, or maybe you don't have a permanent website, but you just want other people to see your images. You can now just copy by right-clicking the URL address, paste it in an email, and anyone with this URL address can see your images. So it's a pretty neat feature. I suggest giving it a try, and I imagine you'll enjoy it. And then the last aspect is, of course, with these synchronized collections, they also show up on mobile devices. So for instance, when I was traveling on a sabbatical trip, these were some of the images from the trip that I was sharing frequently and I wanted to have available at all times. So I synchronized those to my phone and to my iPad. I can even take it a step further on the phone and the iPad, and I can make them save to the phone and iPad. Normally it's more a virtual copy and you need to have internet access to view them. But if I wanted to make sure if I was in a bad location, I could still show someone my images, then I can also make that available too. All right, enjoy this feature.